He is an African American man, and he teaches with the African roots, which is not
Oh.
something I grew up in the jazz world. I grew up in a very technical, like
Mhm.
standard sort of jazz class,
Yeah.
like back in the day jazz class, you can imagine. And so when I go to his jazz class, I feel so alive because of the way he teaches and his rhythms and all that sort of stuff, just to give the context. This one
Mhm.
particular day I went to class, and you've actually probably maybe seen my reel I shared on it because I did a bit of a reflection on this. And that day was a horrible day for me. It was so fucking bad, Mel. Like I can't even tell you. It was, and like there was not necessarily one thing that was wrong. I woke up on the bad side of the bed, definitely from the get-go, and then everything just flowed from
Yeah.
there. And I was in a shit ass mood. I was in the worst mood. And I give you this because like again, I'm human and this is the real life of what happens
Mhm.
for humans. So I use that as an opportunity to get to my dance class to hopefully make me feel better. I
Mhm.
feel it as like a challenge. If I can go to this dance class that I know always makes me feel good and walk out feeling better, like 1% better, great. I've done my job for the day. Okay. So as I'm walking out the door, wifey says, "Are you sure you want to go to this class? Are you sure you want to go tonight?" And I was like, "No, I don't fucking want to go, but I do want to go. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go." So I went to the class. Fast forward, we're in the class. I'm 100% in my head. I can't get out of my head. I'm still in the bad space. Like I've turned up in a class environment that I would not normally turn up with. I normally have very great energy. My energy is just normally bouncing off the walls. It's very vibey. And so that's just different for me. It doesn't happen often. So halfway through the class, I ask a question about a piece of choreography, one step that was different from the week before, but I really loved it from the week before and I was hoping we could keep it. So I asked this question and he responds and then he kind of makes a joke about it, the way he responds. And what then happened was all the other adults, I don't know, there's like 30 people in this class, it's a big class, all start to laugh. Now they're laughing because of the way he's answered it, which was funny. And
Right.
in my normal space, I would have laughed it off too. But because of the way I entered the class and everything that came before that, and then them all laughing, I was taken back to little Santina that was bullied. I was taken right back to those bullying times in
Mm.
primary or elementary school and the bullying that I experienced in the dance world.
Mm.
And I could not shut it off for the life of me. My brain was just going. I'm holding back tears. I'm fighting back these tears that are trying to come through. And I'm saying to myself, okay, Santina, you're not going to get out. You're not going to walk out of this class like you normally would just because you know your energy's off. You know that, you're experiencing this right now. Like push through. You can do this. I wouldn't normally always do that. But in this instance, I thought it was an opportunity for me to tap into my growth, right? Like I was like,
Mhm.
okay, we're
Yeah.
going to do this. And I didn't sit my ass down like I normally would and just watch the rest, right? Like I really was
Mm.
trying to do something different for myself. Well, the rest of the 20 minutes of the class, my tears are fighting back. My brain is
Aw.
just non-stop. I could not get it to do what I needed it to do. Got my shit left. Like I did not stay around to talk to anybody. I was like, no, we're done. What happened was, though, is that it set me into a spiral because it took me right back to those bullying days
Mm.
that then it took me days to come out of. And I shared this on socials. I shared a reel about what happened, talked about it, because it's important to understand that we all come to class with shit, like whatever's
Mhm.
happened in the day.
Yeah.
And you never really know what someone is going through. You never really know what they're experiencing, what's going on in their mind, what their body is dealing with.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so important to really be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others because you don't know. And like I had a conversation with him. I told him what was going on the next day or whatever. Whenever I could muster up the words, I Instagram messaged, voice messaged him. I'm talking him through all the things. He's apologizing for his part, but he didn't really need to. There wasn't a his part.
Right.
It was a me thing, right?
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you that like if I can provide a space where you can come, whether it's online or in person, and you can come and you can be yourself and you can feel safe to be vulnerable. And if that means you need to cry, then you cry
Mhm.
and all of those sorts of things, then that's what I want to do. And that comes back to that transformation. If I can see the different areas in which you're able to be more yourself and express more, that's what I want to see. That's the most important thing.